Hello, welcome to another episode of Old Line Watches. With you as always is me, Jeremy, your old man from the Old Line state of Maryland. Today we are going to be doing a review of the Hemel Sea Dart. This one here in a lovely salmon color. But before we do that, as we do with the reviews, I would like to take a moment to thank some of the subscribers to the channel. Felix D, J Owl, and Albert G. Appreciate watching, appreciate you subscribing. It feeds the algorithm monsters that bring me to other people. Thanks. Today's wrist check is also going to be from our friends at Hemel. This one is the 1036 Type A Flieger style, but it's more of a field watch than a pilot's watch, even though it's kind of got the, the little pilot triangle there. But either way, it's awesome. I like it. Expect a review of this as well. As always, I will put any links, discount, coupon codes, affiliate links, whatever I might find in the description of the video, along with a link to all the information on this beautiful little puppy as well. All right, let's turn it around and get cracking. Starting off in the beginning, because the beginning is a good place to start. This is the Hemel Sea Dart HD3 in salmon. Lovely color there. The case is 39 millimeters in diameter, but the bezel actually overhangs a little bit and is 41 millimeter. The lug to lug is 45 millimeter, but end link to end link, these ones stick out pretty far, is 53.5. We got 20 millimeter lug width that tapers down to 18 on the beads of rice bracelet you see there. She is 11.5 mil thick and comes in at a svelte. I like that word, svelte. All right, moving on. But it weighs in at 143 grams, sized for my 6 3/4 inch wrist. We are powered by a Miyota 9039, which is a no date movement, so you don't have any ghost position on the crown, which is fantastic. Hacks, hands winds, 42-hour power reserve. Kind of known for the wobble because the rotor only winds in one direction and free spins in the other. The case and bracelet is made of 316L stainless steel. It's got a zoom. The top features radial brushing, and the sides straight brushing with nice little polished camphor edges there. Nicely finished, expertly done. It is protected by a double dome sapphire crystal. The crown is signed and loomed and a screw down, and has a nice responsive pop. And again, hacks, single position, no date. And the crown itself is 6.5 millimeters in diameter, just about the right size, nice and proportionate to the rest of the watch. The case back is stainless steel with a kind of a bead blasted background there, and a nice stat sheet, sapphire, model number, movement, hydrodurance, stainless steel, and of course a screw down. The bracelet is a 7-link beads of rice with true links. You want to tell if links are well made? As a little experiment you can do with your own bracelet. If you can fold it up like that, that is going to be a comfortable fit. The clasp is signed, fold over, dual pusher, milled, scissor style, 3 holes of micro adjust. It is absolutely adequate and good. There is nothing bad or exceptional about it. is just a good clasp. All right, let's spend a moment talking about the dial here. Everything is printed, no applied anything there, but that's okay. We've got the Hemel at 12 and the automatic and 300 meter depth rating at the 6. Arabics at the quarters, 3, 6, 9, 12 with triangle indices and just simple batons everywhere else. But the real reason you want this is because of that beautiful salmon sunburst dial that just catches the light really well, and there we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's got pencil hands, loomed, easily legible, nothing super spectacular there. The second hand is, see if we can get a nice little zoom on that a little better. There we go. The second hand is has a nice little syringe tip with a really tiny little pointer there of Lume on it. The bezel is a 120 click unidirectional with nice responsive action. No wobble, no back play, always appropriate. Features a Lume pip at the top, as well as individual minute markers along the left side of the dive time bezel, and just marks at the 5s for the other side. As you can see, they did not spare any expense on the application of Lume. Nice and bright and legible. And the stainless steel rehout there kind of provides a nice reflective surface. Makes it look really cool. And here we are running less than 10 seconds per day with a pretty solid amplitude, relatively minimal beat error. All in all, a fantastic example of the Miyota craftsmanship. All right, and here we are on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. As you can see, it sits nicely, sits very comfortable. Presents very, very well. All right, on to our favorite part, props and slops. Now for the props, right out the gate, that bracelet. Like, again, just the fact that it can fold on itself like that it folds completely in, completely out. Absolutely fantastic. Super, super comfortable. Next prop, the dial, the sunburst of it, the layout, everything is just really fantastically done. I really appreciate the thoughtfulness that went into everything with it. The asymmetric bezel adds a really thoughtful touch. It doesn't imbalance things at all. In fact, you don't even notice it until it's pointed out sometimes. The Lume is just absurdly good. Like, we're talking like Zelos, Swiss watch company kind of level good. As we transition to slops, we're going to do one more prop part of their customer service. When you get a hold of them, they are pretty great. Let's pull a zoom in on this thing just so you can really see it. The bezel does not quite line up. Just a smidge off. And the Lume pip is off center. When I reached out to them, they were completely ready and able and willing to help fix the problem. I haven't done so yet. I wanted to finish the review first. So it was sort of a prop and slop in one. The other slop is actually there's two more. One is the pinned links are a little stiff. They kind of don't have that same fluidity that the others do. So a little stiff there. It doesn't affect the wearability or comfort, but it is a QC thing that should be pointed out. And the other is getting a hold of Hemel. With any micro brand, sometimes you have difficulties getting in touch with them, and sometimes you get spoiled by the type of companies that are really responsive, like Zelos. But it took a couple Facebook messages to Hemel itself that were not replied to. I'd reach out to the owner directly on Facebook to get their address, because I couldn't find an address on the website, even like an email address to, hey, what's going on? And I sent an email, waited a week, sent another email, then I got a response. So they're a little overwhelmed, maybe understaffed, or maybe it was just a busy time for them. It could have been any number of reasons, but the effort that I had to make to get in touch with them to get a response was more than it should have been. I should not have had to try so hard to get in touch with somebody, and that was part of my experience. But once I got a hold of them, great, awesome, wonderful people, really want to help, really stand behind what they do and are proud of what they produce, as they should be. This is a fantastic watch, and I'm really, really happy to have it. Well, all in all, a very wonderful piece that I'm very happy to have. Picked this one up off of wheel number 4, I believe, on the Watch Gang Wheel O Fun Times. But I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you leave a comment telling me what you think of it, or any questions you might have about it, or what kind of idiot are you that you're reviewing these watches that I don't like. I don't know, just get at me, talk to me, leave them likes, kicky. Well, regardless, I appreciate you taking time to watch it, and I will see you again next time. Till then, this is Jeremy, the old man from the old line state, signing off.